wait. That's me.
Fight! Fight! Giants, get that ball and go! Go Giants, go!
This is Kyle Rote of the New York Giants, and touchdown.
Man, listen. This was a bad loss. It was a real disappointing loss. We went toe-to-toe, throw for throw, score for score with Pat Mahomes, and we ended up losing in overtime. Something that probably would happen in real life, except for the Giants would probably blow a lead in real life. Like a big 10-point, double-digit lead. It did lose the game like we did in real life this year. But it was fun playing this game. I think this was kind of like the breakout performance for me, using the offense, using Jackson Dart as the starting quarterback, because honestly, I kind of underachieved. My offense was not very explosive, despite whatever the points stuff might show. Like, I really can't say that I was a good offense at all. But 24-30, defeated. No 500 record, no playoffs, and it is what it is. Looking at the stat line, you see that Pat Mahomes got busy. Tyrone Tracy, I think I might have fallen just shy of 1,000 yards for him on the year. I forgot how many yards I needed to get before this game, but I know I fell short. We'll check that out in a minute. But here are the rest of the game stats that we're showing. But I'm just thinking about the fact that we had a chance to win this game, man. We had a real shot at winning the game. And like Herm says, you play to win the game. Now looking at the season stats, Jackson Dart, he started maybe 2 or 3 games into the season, and those are the numbers that I have right there. I've never been good at having high completion percentages in the football games, and I throw a lot of picks in football games. I remember some years where I threw like 30 picks with Eli in the old Madden games. Tyrone Tracy, yes, he did fall short of that 1,000-yard mark. But I still was pretty effective with him on the ground. I ain't getting the end zone with him a lot. Cam was my red zone touchdown guy. Malik Neighbors, I really underachieved with him, considering how much of a talent he is and his ratings. I didn't throw him the ball a whole lot, and I didn't get a lot of yards with him. Those stats like based off of one really strong performance, so that's kind of disappointing. The offensive line stats, I don't think anybody really pays attention to those, even though the offensive line is super important. Now, defensively, Michael McFadden was my tackle guy. On the sack side, we had a pass rush this season. You're going to see that in a minute. Brian Burns got busy. Kayvon Thibodeau got busy. Even McFadden got busy. The rookie Abdul Carter, he got busy. And, we were able to get to the quarterback a good amount of times. You can see with the line there, the interceptions, Paulson Adebo, my main pickoff artist, he still got torched. Deontay Banks on defense still got torched, and that was it, man. It's the New York Giants season in a nutshell. We louse. So now we're just going to see what this playoff bracket is looking like, and we're going to advance it along. See who's going to be the champion. Last season, ended up doing like a live simulation of the Super Bowl. Well, not really live. I recorded the stream of the simulation, computer versus computer, and ended up ignoring those results anyway. But not going to do that this time around. I'm just going to show you like the end result of who won these things. And the Eagles won the Super Bowl 42-28 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP. You see the award winners at the end. My guy, Abdul Carter, Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's what's up. We're going to take a look at these retired players. See the players who are no longer going to be in this franchise mode, who will retire from the NFL. It's always interesting to see what names end up getting dropped out of here. Sometimes I feel like there's no rhyme or reason behind it. But yeah, these are players retiring. I don't think none of my guys are going to be retiring right now. I don't think none of my guys are retiring. So we solid on that. We're going to keep who we got. We're going to get rid of some of these guys because I'm going to try to follow the real free agency and upgrade the rosters. Now, we want something a little bit different. So if you've seen content from my channel, then you'll know that I have put out a couple of WNBA draft class videos for the NBA 2K25 video game. This ain't really gonna be the same thing, because I would say that in terms of college football this season, outside of my beloved Syracuse Orange, I really haven't followed that much of college football. I follow my team straight into the toilet because we suck. But I really haven't watched a lot of the college football prospects the way I have in past years. I haven't been plugged in as closely to college football as I have been in past years. But I am going to try to kind of create my own draft class file from scratch. It might not be complete, might not have all 450 prospects or whatever, but I'm going to try to have some of the guys who are more likely to get drafted within the first couple of rounds, at least in this file. And it probably won't be as detailed or as in-depth because, you know, time crunch, so many things going on, but I'm gonna try my best. And that's what you're seeing on your screen as I'm doing this rambling and talking, because there is a good chance that I actually move on from Madden 25 to another game, and I'm gonna talk about that in the closing segment. But if I do hold on to Madden 25 and run with Season 3 of the New York Giants, the Big Blue franchise mode, this will be like the draft class file that I work with in terms of getting the rookie class for the next year. But yeah, this is going to be a real rough draft. I'm kind of keeping it real simple. I'm not doing a whole lot because I know there are a lot of glitches in this thing. You try to shift the draft prospect order and you just mess things up. So I'm just going to do this kind of like in a very simple way. I'm going to take whatever the player is, like in their order already on the game, and just edit that person into a draft prospect according to the draft rankings on the different sites like Walter Football or NFL Draft Buzz or Bro Schmo's videos or whatever. I'm going to kind of do it like that, and just kind of paint by numbers. The appearances might not be all that up to date. The numbers might not even be that all up to date, but I just kind of want to fill some spaces for now just to get a draft class file that I could use with a potential Season 3 for this series. Alright, so I'm going to close this thing out by talking about the future of the Big Blue franchise mode in Madden 25. Right now, as it stands on this date of this recording, January 18th, 2026, I'm kind of 40 to 50% in terms of whether or not I'm going to hold on to Madden 25. Well, I should say I'm more like 50-50. I'll say that's more of a fair thing to say. I'm 50-50 on whether or not I'm going to hold on to Madden 25 and then run back the same franchise mode next year during the football season, or if I'm going to get the newest Madden game, which would be Madden 25. That's expected to drop in August, you know, as it usually does. And the reason I'm kind of 50-50 with it is because if the new Madden is going to be like a real significant upgrade over what we got for Madden 25, and from what I saw during the Madden 26 trial version, then, you know, I'll be willing to spend a little bread, not much more than $60, because some of these game companies be wilding with the prices. But I'd be willing to spend some bread just to get the newest game, to not have to do all of the legwork in terms of modifying the rosters and getting things right. I'd be able to kind of just jump right in, start fresh, have all the updated rosters, and have a whole new New York Giants franchise mode in Madden 27. But if the game isn't really a significant upgrade over what we got in Madden 25, or if EA Sports starts to dumb out and price this game at like $80, then I'm out. I'm out until maybe the holiday season where the prices usually drop. And I'll just continue with Madden 25 and run it the way I've traditionally run my Madden and college football franchises over the years. But so that's pretty much it for this closeout segment in the season finale or series finale. I guess it's best to say that I'll see you in Season 3 unless I get Madden 27. Thanks for checking out this video, and if you got some time, check out some of the other content that we have on the Games with BK YouTube channel.
Wait, that's me.